This is Paul. Yeah. I had made mention of the downloading of some literature from the SEDM,
Hmm.
but they did include a lot of actual laws.
Hmm.
Now, just looking at this dedication, the very purpose of the Bill of Rights was to withdraw certain subjects from the vicissitudes of political controversy. Yes. West Virginia State Board of Education versus Barnett. Hmm. Now, in this case, we hold that the right to exclude everyone, including government, so universally, yeah, has to be a fundamental element of the property right, falls within the category of the interests that the government cannot take without compensation. See United States versus Pueblo of San Ildefonso. Yeah. An essential element of individual property is the legal right to exclude others from enjoying it.
Hmm.
Now, there is this concept of inheritances. Yes. Then there is intellectual property. Yeah. Then there is the right to government services because of being the actual father of five sons. Right. And this property that you can be receiving because of your actual current condition of life. Yes. To deprive me of my right to any of these civil rights, right, unalienable rights, yes, because of your fraud. Hmm. Um, it really violates the purpose of establishing government. Now, alienation of inalienable rights is not a government function but a private commercial activity. Yes. Government cannot entice you to give up your rights in exchange for privileges. Yes. Now, this breach of fiduciary duty that violates the public oath of office, yeah. You as a sheriff, the police chiefs, the judges, the oaths, you cannot actually violate your oath. And as much as you dislike the thought of this, yes, you are obligated to enforce my rights as a citizen of the United States. Now, you're obligated to enforce the rights of my sons, right?
Hmm.
And you are obligated, right, to enforce the rights of Marilyn and her children. Now, I'm looking at again the unalienable rights as the Black's Law Dictionary defines it. That means incapable of being alien, that is sold or transferred. Yeah. Now, in this Declaration of Independence, we hold these truths to be self-evident.
Hmm.
That all men and women are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Yes. And those rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Hmm.
Now, I've documented the fraud of having me arrested for crimes where you have the evidence that I didn't commit any crime. Your thought is, well, we can actually deprive myself and my family of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness because we're the sheriff and we don't want to get sued. Now, that does violate those unalienable rights.
Hmm.
Now, I'm going to want a phone call. Yes. I just want you to understand this, okay?
Hmm.
These private rights that you refuse to enforce, yes, they are important to myself and those that I love. Yes. Now, I am not consenting. I noticed that the prosecuting attorney said that I used the word demand. Yeah. To demand something from the government means that I did not consent for you to have me arrested for crimes I did not commit and for the violating of a fraudulent court order. Yes. I have never consented. Now, when I demand that the prosecuting attorney dismisses all of the accusations against me, it's because as a citizen, I have the right to make demands on government.
Hmm.
I did a little study on this, okay? When you violate my private rights and you violate my right to any government assistance, yes, because you want to cover up your crimes of, well, really harming my sons, yes. And then you say, your abuse of power has discredited my demands as a citizen of the United States. Now, it's important that the prosecuting attorney's office understands when using demands on those that have the fiduciary obligation, yes. See, in numerous including demanding, yes, that someone remove the protection order that is at issue in the case. I demand that because I have the right to notice an opportunity to be heard. I have the right to require the petitioner give consent of the issuance of court orders. As a father, I have the right to demand the civil rights of my sons, to demand that you enforce the fucking laws today. Now, among the many attachments, okay, maybe there was RI.PDF there, yes. I was not provided an actual copy that was sent to numerous recipients, including the individual at Heidi Budnick's workplace. Now, Brett, I demand, yes, that you remove your fraud from the judicial system of the United States. Now, this demand that you seem to think is psychotic, yeah, it's not. The actual requirements of the law require that notice and opportunity be given. There is no ex parte, you don't have to appear in court. Oh, there is nothing that says that you can keep children in the wrong grade. Coach, there is nothing in the laws of the United States. Now, I do demand absolute. Do you understand? Now, I am not consenting to contract with or acquire any public status, public privilege, or public right under any state or federal franchise, so that you, as an employee, yes, can continue to be employed. Ooch. I'm doing the opposite. I'm demanding the enforcement of the actual laws. Now, rights are always demanded. Ooch. The privilege against self-incrimination, the Fifth Amendment, is neither accorded to the passive resistant, nor the person who is ignorant of their rights, nor to one who is indifferent thereunto. It is a fighting clause. Its benefits can be retained only by sustained combat. Johnson. Oh, U.S. versus Johnson. Oh, oh. Now, I insist. I demand. I'm telling you right now. You fucking give me my sons, you piece of shit. Okay. I demand that it happen.